on Sesame Street and Flat Earth Clues, where they show the fake phony ball Earth and a space rocket on top of this placard, this sign that says fiction, and the actor named Nina is pointing at the globe, again, where it says fiction. And one thing I noticed right off the bat, and it was mentioned in the comment section underneath the video, is this book titled Rapunzel. And as they're walking through that library, I'll play this clip, and they stop perfectly in sync with the globe, the space rocket, and the book itself. Let's take a look.
Surely this is the right spot.
You just heard where Grover said this is the right spot. Again, everything's aligned on top of the bookshelf. So definitely this is meant to be in sequence. And you look deeper into the book Rapunzel in the library. And here's the basic foundation of the book itself with Rapunzel, as you see here. But let's take a look at the text. Name Princess Rapunzel. Title, Princess of Corona. And definitely we all know the duality meaning when it comes to Corona, with the UN logo itself and the flat earth model. And the definition of Corona, basically from Latin for wreath or crown. So definitely, again, you know, this is not just by chance or coincidence. These three are aligned again when it comes to the city of Corona, the castle of Corona as well, where she remained isolated for 17 years in the kingdom of Corona, the Corona castle. And here's a pin with Rapunzel and the Corona castle, and it breaks down to Corona itself. And I showed this in a previous video with the movie titled This Is the End, and this is the rapture scene. And right before the rapture, they show the Corona in the back. Definitely this is meant to be seen with the two actors to the left and Corona, all the letters for all to see. And it just so happens when it comes to Corona in gematria, it is 33 in reverse fold reduction. And again, I showed this before in a previous video with the 1993 movie falling down in the convenience store with the Corona. It's like the crossroads with the double sign. And again, that's basically your dual 33s when it comes to the two Corona signs, street signs, and you see the Grand Sovereign Commander, again, the dual 33. And just a little bit of a close-up of the dual 33s on the Grand Sovereign Commander when it comes to Freemasonry. And just for reference, I'll play my prior video, just for context sake, just in case someone runs across this video presentation and wants to know exactly the context, again, of the fake phony ball Earth, the space rocket, and the book Rapunzel, how they're all aligned, and again, how everything comes together. And definitely when it comes down to it, when it comes to TV shows, movies, music, it's all Masonic controlled, and they definitely give us clues, all in plain sight. And the episode name, Sesame Street Honk If You Love Libraries. And the air date on HBO was January 26, 2019. And the air date on PBS on Television was September 30th, 2019. I find it interesting, the timeline here. And as you can see, the episode number. Very interesting when it comes to this episode. And as you scroll down, you'll see the actual still shot in the back with all the imagery like I showed in the video. I've stated many times over the years, with all the lies, they give us the truth in plain sight. With this one episode of Sesame Street, where there's a lot of programming when it comes to the ball Earth and NASA. As you see here, you have Buzz Aldrin, of course, from the Apollo 11 mission on Sesame Street, talking about supposedly landing on the moon. But again, getting back here to the opposite end, the opposite spectrum, you have this teacher pointing at a globe, which is right next to a space rocket, and it says fiction right below both of them. And definitely, this is truth in plain sight. No doubt about it. And let's play the actual clip.
That's right, Grover. This is the fiction section. Fiction means it's a made-up story. Oh, hey, Elmo, I bet we can find your Galactic Gale comic book here. This is the fiction section. Fiction means it's a made-up story.
And again, there's the clip that was just played, and she's pointing right at the globe. And it reminds me of this globe that I saw at a retail store, and I knew about this before even looking at the bottom, where when you look at the bottom itself, it states globes are not meant for educational purpose, but only decorative purpose. And they always leave the truth in plain sight for all to see. And as far as, again, when it comes to the rocket ship, people say, but I've seen rockets take off, so I know they're real. The issue is not if rockets take off, it's if they actually go into outer space, of course. And